What's up, YouTube? Tim's here. Now here is my review for season 3 of Ginny and Georgia. Now, this show actually just came out of nowhere all the way back in, I believe it was 2021. I think it was that was when it first premiered. And I actually thought it was much better than Hanging Tension's Bang. You actually had a couple of actors in this that I never really heard of before, to be honest, before this. And they've, became, some of my favorites here. Now, of course, season 3 takes place after the season 2 finale, where of course Georgia, played by Brianna Howie, Wayne Knight turns into a nightmare when she's arrested for murder, and of course as she battles like a high stakes murder trial, and boy, this really season 3 really showcased on how different people are when they find out that you're a killer and stuff like that. And let me just tell you, Georgia really, it's just safe to say she really, throughout, she really had it bad. Like, you had someone showing, like, a brick through her window, and she, of course, had, was under house arrest and stuff like that. I mean, you really do feel sorry for her. I mean, she really do have a good mother and daughter chemistry with Jeannie, who's, of course, played by Antonia Gentry. And I also really like how season 3 really gives like the other characters some really fun time to shine. Of course, you had you have the character Marcus, played by Felix Millard, who actually, to be honest, I literally thought they replaced the actor. I don't know why. Felix looked a little different in this than he was. I don't know if he's probably just getting older or whatever. He looked a little different in this season than he did in the first two. So I was like, wait, did they recast the character or something? No, it's still the same actor. Now, of course, you do have Sarah Weisglass, who plays one of Jeannie's best friend and Marcus's twin sister. I really love how they gave her some a chance to shine. They even had a really nice little fun backstory with her, and of course you actually do have a nice storyline with Katie Douglas's character Abby, who, I'm not gonna lie, if they want you to announce a spin-off of Katie Douglas's character Abby, I will be down for that in a heartbeat. Out of all the characters of Ginny and Georgia, I think Abby, a spin-off of her, would be awesome. I mean, she definitely stole some scenes. Like, I really did quite like some of her storylines, especially with like her parents, and she's like not really doing too well in school and whatever. I really do quite like her storylines and all. By the way, of course, Katie Douglas. I just saw her last month in that little horror movie, Clown in a Cornfield. So it's pretty cool to see her, just see a different, she of course see her go from like a horror comedy like that to reprising her role for this. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you got Scott Porter, who plays the mayor, who of course became George's fiance and starts the additional drama and stuff like that. Of course, you had Diesel Taraka, who reprises his role as the little brother Austin. He grew up a lot here too. Like, I'm like, wait, how tall did that kid grow? Like, wasn't he just like a child when season 1 rolled around? I mean, but actually, of course, season 4 is coming. That was already announced, so definitely look forward to see where they're gonna take season 4 to. And they also did have some storylines. I'm like, really? There is actually a pregnancy storyline, which I'm like, oh, come on, I am it. The pregnancy storyline took me out of that a little bit. I'm like, do you really have to go with that route? But yeah, it's still really decent season though. Really decent characters, and again, this is not like this is not really gonna be my top 10 favorite Netflix shows of all time, nothing like that. But it is much better than it does have any tension being. Really decent characters and really great mother and daughter chemistry with the two leads. I think this is a show that I think you should give it a go, and also give it a go. Anyway, let me let you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Ginny and Georgia season 3? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you looking forward to check out 4th season when it hits? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Tim signing.